Is Joe Tippens still cancer-free? His story popularized the use of this panic cure for cancer. But that was 2017. How's he doing today? I've talked about Joe Tippens in the past. He was diagnosed in 2016 with small cell lung cancer. It's a fairly serious and difficult to treat type of lung cancer. In spite of conventional treatment, this cancer spread to multiple areas throughout his body. In 2017, he was told, there's nothing further we can do. He talked to a friend who was a large animal veterinarian, and this veterinarian shared with him some new research that was coming up where an old animal dewormer by the name of Panicure, the name of the drug is actually fenbendazole, it was being studied for tumors in mice. And what they're finding in many of these studies, it was being really effective. One of the study researchers, this person was actually diagnosed with brain cancer. They were told at the time they had already gone through chemotherapy. This researcher was told, sorry, there's nothing further we can do. So this researcher thought, okay, well, I know this dewormer, this Panicure, it's working for these mice with cancer. I'm just going to try it on myself. Researcher, she was given a really poor prognosis. You may actually be dead in 3 months. She started taking the Panicure. Within 3 months, she went back in for a recheck. She was diagnosed at the time of being cancer-free. So Joe hears that story. He's hearing this is what a researcher has something similar to him, this metastatic cancer, being told that there's no hope, no other form of conventional treatment. He's like, what do I have to lose? Joe developed his own specific cancer protocol, focused on 3 forms of alternative treatment. Number 1, he started with this, fenbendazole or Panicure. He started on a relatively low dose, about 222 milligrams daily. That equates to about 20 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. One of the big things about Panicure is it's a very old drug. It's been used in millions of animals around the world. It also has been tested in people, and it's a drug which is very effective, virtually no side effects. It's kind of like one of those ideal medications where you get a really effective dewormer, especially in our dogs and our cats. Also treats other parasites such as Giardia, and we can comfortably use it in dogs, cats, horses, pigs, etc. Works well, no side effects. Number 2, the Joe Tippens protocol includes this. This is 95% curcumin. He used the standard curcumin dose that I actually suggest for animals. It's about 100 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. 1 600 milligram capsule of the bioavailable curcumin. It's much better absorbed curcumin twice a day. The third part of the Joe Tippens cancer protocol. This CBD or cannabidiol. Of the CBD, he's using 25 milligrams daily. Just given sublingual, or that's under the tongue. Typically that will result in better absorption. That equates to about 2 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily, similar to the dose that I'm suggesting for animals of 3 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. It's now been 5 years, Joe is still cancer-free, but he's taking the Panicure, 220 milligrams daily. He's taking the curcumin, 1200 milligrams daily. He's taking the CBD cannabidiol, 25 milligrams daily. All 3 of these alternative treatments, they all have studies showing how they could be potentially effective against cancer. Number 1, the fenbendazole being a microtubule destabilizer affecting the cell walls of the cancer cells. 95% curcumin, it's been extensively studied for a number of different cancers. One specific study looking at colorectal cancer showed how the 95% curcumin, it's suppressing some of these cell signaling pathways, making it much more difficult for cancer cells to grow. There are a number of different studies looking at cannabidiol, and they've shown that it's got specific anti-proliferative effect in terms of making it much more difficult for these cancer cells to grow, as well as having pro-apoptotic effects, meaning it actually induces cancer cell death. Links to all those studies in the description box. What does this all mean? Is this the magic cure for cancer? Your dog's diagnosed with cancer, just give him some fenbendazole daily, give him some 95% curcumin and some CBD. There are many, many different types of cancers, many different subtypes of cancers, even within the same organ, and they work in a variety of different ways. So really, treatment has to be multifactorial. If I were to have an animal with cancer again, and I'm going to adapt the Joe Tippens protocol to treating my dog or cat, here's are the specific doses and the regimen I'd use. Number 1, I would start with this, the Panicure, the fenbendazole, and I'd be starting at the dose of 10 milligrams per kilo, which is 50 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. This here is the liquid, it's 100 milligrams per mil, meaning a 10-pound animal would be getting a half a mil once a day. And I give that ongoing. Number 2, the 95% curcumin. I'd be dosing my animal at 100 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. Little Tula is 20 pounds, should be getting 200 milligrams once a day. Then the third part of the Joe Tippens protocol, the CBD, the cannabidiol, I'd be dosing this at 3 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. I do happen to have a specific CBD supplement, Dr. Jones's Ultimate CBD for Dogs and Cats. And it can be found on our website at www.thecbdsupplement.com. It really is good to hear about success stories, especially success stories that involve someone who's told like there's no chance to live. And what do? They take an old animal dewormer, add in a few other readily available alternative treatments, and they're cancer free. Thanks again you guys for watching. I hope you and your animals are doing well. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications, and you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.